just beware. I'm telling you what God told me to tell you. Saints, just beware. He ain't judging. I'm not finna whoop you this morning. Just you need to beware. Be on the lookout. Saints, beware. What does that word beware mean? It means you need to be cautious. In these last days we living in, saints, you need to be cautious. Saints, it also means alert to the danger of. Saints, you need to be alert. So the title is called Saints, Beware. So you need to be cautious and you need to be alert of the dangers of. So what are some synonyms that mean the same thing as beware? You need to be on guard. That's right. It's times to come now. We need to be on guard. You need to be on the watch out. That's right. You need to be on the lookout. You need to be alert. You need to keep your eyes open. You need to watch your step. And you need to, you heard the old people say all the time, take care. Huh? They warning you before you leave here. All right, take care. Take care. This is the time we're living in. Saints, beware. We're going to look at 1 Thessalonians if you have a Bible. I may finish, I may not finish, but we're going to look at verse 1 through 13. And I'm going to read, and then I'm going to tell you what's going on. Help your neighbor. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Paul is writing to the church of Thessalonians, telling them, don't get caught up. Because the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. He's telling them to beware. Don't get caught up. And he's literally telling them, don't be caught in the day sleeping like others asleep. Make sure we don't fall into this melting pot of sin. So it's just to encourage you today to beware. Amen. Saints, beware. When you find it, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, we're starting at verse 1. And we'll be discussing verse 1 through 13. I'm going to read it all the way through, and then I'm going to come back and break down the scriptures. And I probably don't get to all of them, but we can finish next Sunday, the Lord willing. Amen? Amen. Paul is writing to the church at Thessalonians. Look what he says, verse 1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write to you. He said, look, I'm not going to write to you and try to tell you when Christ's coming back. Of the times and seasons, I'm not going to put that in the epistle. I'm not going to put that in writing. So he says, look at verse 2. For you yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as what? A thief in the night. So I'm not going to try to put the season and the times he's going to come. Verse 1. Verse 2 says, so you yourselves know perfectly that the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Verse 3 says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. He said, beware when they start telling you peace, peace, peace. Huh? What Trump say all the time? Let's make America great again. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You know why it's not going to happen? Because we constantly putting God out of everything. So how you going to make America great? Don't believe it. That verse right there say don't believe that, because sudden destruction gonna come. Like travail, a woman, she 9 months pregnant. She said, I don't know when. Them labor pains start hitting. Just like them pains come up on that woman, she don't know when that baby coming. But the pain is, we feel the pain now. Now they can induce you, let them doctors to tell when it's getting close to so many centimeters, high rise and all that. We men don't know about no rise and no centimeters and all that. And we know when the water break is close, but the pain and the travail is there. It ain't nothing going to be peaceful in her body until that baby come out of there. It ain't nothing going to be peaceful in this earth until Jesus comes and fix what we done messed up. So they tell you peace, don't you believe it? Now it may be peaceful in your life, but ain't going to be no peace in this world. Look what he say. Look what he say in verse 3. Look at verse 4. But ye, brethren, he's talking to us now. Brethren, are not in the darkness, that ye should overtake you as a thief. But ye, brethren, are not in the darkness, that the day should overtake you. That talking about that day that Jesus come should not surprise you and catch you off guard as a thief walk upon you in your own house. Should be taken. You shouldn't. This day shouldn't come on sudden destruction upon you and overtake you as a thief. That's what he's saying. But ye are, look at verse 5. But ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of the dark. We the children. We know this day is coming, so we ready. That's what he's saying. We know that this day is coming. We don't know when, but we're gonna live every day like it's our last day. So we know he's not going. In other words, don't saints beware. Don't let him catch you off guard. Look at verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others. People sleeping in this world. They don't realize that the Lord coming back, that this world is in a bad place right now. He said, but verse 6 says, let us not sleep as others do, but let us watch and be what? Sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day, talking about the children of light, be what? Sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, for an helmet of the hope of salvation. For God had not appointed unto us wrath, but to obtain salvation of our Lord Jesus Christ. Say, God didn't appoint to us condemnation. When he come back, he don't want to condemn none of his children, but he want to get us out of this world, not condemn us to hell. Look at verse 10, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. Wherefore, he says, comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even also ye do. We beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you, and esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake. May the Lord add a blessing to the ears and doers of his word. Saints, beware. Do you understand what that text is saying? Jesus is going to come like a thief in the night. Don't get caught sleeping like everybody else sleep. You're supposed to be the children of the light. You're supposed to be God's children. You're supposed to be ready when he comes, not caught sleeping. That's why one of the most jobs that they have that you can go and apply for and get a job, if they catch you sleeping, that's instant fire. They fire you on the spot. You know why? Because they know when you sleep, you can't do nothing. And people walk around this world sleeping, not realizing that the day is approaching. That's how you know they're sleeping, by how they're living. They really don't think Jesus is going to come. When he tell you, Paul writing saying he's going to come like a thief in the night. And how does the thief come? When you're unprepared, when you're not ready for him. That's how he always comes. Jesus even said if the good man in the house knew what hour the thief would come, he'll sit up and wait on him. If you know what time the thief will come, you'll set up something for him. But you don't know when he's coming. So I'm not going to put this in writing of the seasons and the time in verse 1 when the Lord shall be. But be ye ready. Live every day like it's your last day. We're not the children of the night. We're the children of the day. But let us not sleep like others are sleeping. Let's start at verse 2 now. Look to your neighbor and say, now you're going to walk us through it. Now you're going to walk us through it. Really, just from the title, y'all already know. You ever been to somebody's house and they got a sign on the gate say, beware the dog? Even though you don't see the dog, that's letting you know when you do come past this gate, beware. Because he might fall out the tree on your head. He might be under the car, he might be in the house waiting on you, but there's a dog on the premise, so carry yourself accordingly. Huh? So it's just, and you see that everywhere. Beware. 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 Sometime in the wintertime they say, beware. You know, they have a sign say, bridge may have ice. Bridge may have ice. That's alerting, getting your attention. Sit up, put your seatbelt on. Don't lean on the bridge during the winter. Huh? So he's trying to tell us just to beware. And the word beware means be cautious, alert of the dangers. Be on guard. Be on the lookout. Take care. Watch your step. Watch how you walk. Because the day is approaching. Verse 2, look what he says. For you yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so come as a thief in the night. That's what he's saying. Be always prepared to meet the Lord. That's what my encouragement for you is. If you're not ready today, get ready. Be always prepared to meet the Lord. Don't take advantage. Don't take anything for granted. Live life like it's your last day on earth. Let your light shine 24 hours a day. This is not the time to be playing church or trying to be religious. Look around, the world is fading away. This is not the time to be playing church or trying to be religious. Look around, the world is fading away at a rapid rate. This is not the time to be playing church. When he's telling you that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, you need to get ready. If you get ready, if you're not ready, and then you need to be ready. Because he's going to come like a thief in the night. And he come in here for two reasons: to get his children out and to judge and to condemn. To make war with all those that don't know him. So we want to be ready for the flight. It's amazing. We get ready when we go on vacation. Some of us even go buy, we want to travel and stuff. We go buy a new suitcase. We don't want that old suitcase. We want a pretty suitcase to put our clothes in. Huh? We go buy nice stuff, travel size stuff to go out of town. You know how you do when you go out of town? We used to go out of town. Usually they tell us we going out of town. And we get our stuff ready. All that week we get our clothes ready. Can't wait to get on the car and go out of town. Make the family trip. You know how it is. Well, God telling you, now the preacher telling you, well, God told him to put in an epistle that I'm coming as a thief in the night, so be ready on time. Somebody say, well, today I'm just going to relax and kick back. Ain't no time for kicking back. You kick back, but you still live with the expectation of today might be that day. Every day I do that. Today might be that day. Go on, repent and ask God to forgive you them sins. Be already ready. Don't wait till you see him and say, Lord, forgive me. Oh, too late. Huh? Even if you think it in your heart when you wake up. See, it's not what you say. God knows your heart too. If you just lay in the bed and say, Lord, thank you. In your heart, you don't say nothing. Lord, I thank you for letting me live and see this day. Forgive me what I done on yesterday. I hope today that I do not do anything that will cause you to be angry before I do Jesus' name. You thinking that in your heart. That's good right there. You don't have to, because you can say it and don't mean it. And which one you think is greater? He looking at what's in here when you say it anyway. And even if you don't say it, he's still looking in there. Looking there and say, he's going to look in there anyway. Like you go, we think we get up here, Lord, I just love you so much, Father. And I just stretch my wicked hands to you. You think that you say it real nice and God don't care about all that. I'm looking right here. That's why the Bible said the woman gave one what? Mite. And gave more than everybody. Because she gave her last, she had no heart. But other, he said, cast in of their abundance. They had a lot of money, so they gave a lot. Jesus said, she gave more than all of them. Huh? Your heart got to be right. Be always prepared to meet the Lord. There's never a day you say you're not ready to meet the Lord. Always be prepared. Look at verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with a child. They shall not escape. He's telling you, not just like in the days of Noah, people didn't pay Noah no mind. They thought it was going to be peace on earth. But one day the flood came, the Bible said, swept them all away. Live every day like the last day. The days of peace as we know it are gone. Because we have excluded God from our society on every level, including our private life. And he definitely don't have a place in our hearts. They don't want God publicly nowhere hardly. From the courthouse to the schoolhouse, we have excluded God. And you notice, have y'all noticed something lately? Long time ago, prayer used to be in school. And they used to whoop you. And back in them days, you didn't hear about no teachers messing with no students. Yeah, I'm saying it on YouTube. The teachers wouldn't mess with no students when prayer was in school. You took God out and Satan came in. Satan said, nah, that's what I've been waiting on. I want some babies. I ain't worried about these old rebellious adults. I want the next generation. He don't want what he already got this sort of. I want the generation behind that and the generation behind that. And you want to mess a student up, sleep with his teacher. He messed up. He ain't worried about college now. You took God out, then every week you see that stuff now. It happens so much, people don't even make us shocked. We don't get it. They just caught another lady sleep with a student. Another one.
No. Yes, sir.
She said, we can't pray, we might as well play. You didn't hear about that back then when they was whooping their booty and praying.
That's right.
God said, that's okay, y'all don't want me to go ahead. Put me out. And they passed laws where you can't pray in school. Only on homecoming night. They let you pray on homecoming night. Because the trophy is more important than Christ.
Okay.
On homecoming night, they gonna let you pray on the field. Huh? Battle of the bands, they let you pray. Championships, they let you pray. But not on regular school day. And then now they got to the point they don't want you to say the Pledge of Allegiance. They want to take out one nation under God, indivisible. They want to take out God on that. Telling some of the little kids offended that's not from this country, they're offended. Well, why you move here? Well, now the kids don't have to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance in some schools if they don't want to.
No.
Oh, yes, this is a reality. They talking about peace. How you going to have peace? You take God out of everything.
Yes. Thank you.
And why they going to tell me I can't say in Jesus' name no will. That's what's coming next if you let them. I'm going to have to say, well, let us get, well, just clap. If I'm scared, they ain't going to do it. Let's make America great again. That's what they saying. You ain't finna make nothing great. Yes. You saw him in Baton Rouge, how God silenced all that foolishness.
Yeah.
I'm not condoning what happened. Black Lives Matter, they kill police killing blacks killing the police. God said, well, let me stop all this foolishness. I got some rainwater. Y'all all loving each other now. Oh, you don't see that no more. If Black Lives Matter, you supposed to be in that flood water with that sign up over your head. Hold on, no, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. You ain't gonna do it because now you need God. You've been needing God, but you didn't know you needed God. Now everybody been made on the same level. Now ain't nobody talking about no Black Lives Matter.
All right.
See, Satan don't want me to say that. But I gotta back up. Black Lives, ain't nobody worried about Black Lives Matter now. Help me. And white folk going there saving them now. You ain't talking about white folk now? You ain't talking about black folk now? They saving each other.
Yes.
What he do?
Ain't no peace.
Do it.
And in America, we can't say nothing here in Houston because it kept flooding in spring about 3 months ago. Same thing. Because they want to win grass of the year instead of go to church. Lawn, you know how they do lawn of the year, whatever they call it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. In the ghetto, we don't have that. In the ghetto, we have who got the junkiest car in their front yard. Who got the most rust on their car. But we gonna go to church because we ain't got nothing for them to steal. Trying to stay home and watch it all. Well, you can't watch that river rising. Ain't no peace. Destruction can come from anywhere. We ain't got to be too busy for God. How you gonna be? How peace coming and you don't want God to come to nothing? He ain't invited to nothing. It's not gonna happen. So let's look at verse number 4. Verse number 4. It says, and I'm not gonna read them all. I'm not gonna break them all down. We're gonna do a few more. Look at verse number 4. But ye, brethren, he said, you are not in the darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. He say, you the child of God. Verse 4. You are not in the darkness, that the day should overtake you. Look what he says. Don't live like, this is what I want to encourage you with. Don't live like those who are not in a relationship with God. Don't judge them either. But don't live like those that don't know God. Some have forgotten that they are God's children. Don't get caught off guard like many did in the days of Noah. Don't get caught off guard. He's telling us right there in verse 4, but ye, brethren, you are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. You're not in that darkness. Look at verse 5. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of the darkness. We God's children. We shouldn't be overtaken by that day. We are royal priesthood.
Amen.
We should be carrying the banner of salvation to the world and stop indulging, watch this, in every activity that causes you not to shine among the darkness around you. We're not telling you not to have fun. We say quit indulging in those activities which causes you not to shine among the darkness around you. If you go to something, in other words, that you've been invited to, I don't care what it is, and it causes your life to be stamped out and you blend in like everybody else, don't indulge it. Because you're supposed to always stand out. That's why he said you are not of the night, but of the day. So we got to carry ourselves like sometimes you got to turn down. Huh? You can't invite me to the gay party unless God told me to go over there and preach. That's the only way I can go. Because if I go, I'm standing out among them because I'm preaching to them. But if they don't know I'm a preacher, I mean, they'll just... You see what I'm saying? Nobody knows that I'm a child of God. And we feel like it's all right because they don't know. Well, I'm just going to have a good time. He said, you can't do that. I'm telling you, you can't do that. You are of the day and not of the night. You are of don't be overtaken with this darkness while others, he call them sleeping. If I go to the gay party, trust me, it is to preach. Because if I don't preach, I'm common. And you are not common. That's what he's trying to tell you. You are light. And when light get in darkness, it's supposed to what? Shine. If you get in the darkness and you're not shining, the reason why you're not shining, because you're too busy indulging. Oh, I'm going to help somebody. If your light not shining, because you drunker than everybody over there. Or you dancing harder than everybody. Your light can't shine because you're too busy indulging. In other words, you're too busy helping yourself to the amenities. When he tell you, you are not of the night, but of the day. Now, I'm not judging. You got to take that, what I'm saying, and put it in areas everywhere you go. I'll go to the baby shop when y'all start fighting and fussing. Holla. I got to go. Because I might get caught up in the middle of something. And I'm not shining when the fight break out, unless I break up the fight and they don't whoop my tail. I ain't there to be a mediator. I came to bring my gift and leave. See, you got to know your role. You got to know your role. The man came to Jesus and said, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me. Jesus said, who made me a mediator with you? Arbitrator. That ain't what I'm here for. I came to die for you and your brother. Yeah, but he won't split the parents died and he won't split the inheritance with me. He said, quit being so greedy. That's what Jesus told me. Your life not based on how much stuff you get. Then the man got mad, see? He wanted Jesus to tell his brother to give him some of that stuff that they left. But Jesus wouldn't do it. He said, I came to die for men's sins, not to be your personal lawyer. That's right. See, saints beware. Beware. Saints beware. Verse 6. Look at verse 6. Look at your neighbor and say, he's moving pretty fast.
He's moving pretty fast.
I like verse 6 and say, therefore let us not what? Sleep as do what? But let us watch and be what?
Sober.
Don't be sleep like everybody asleep. Churches should be packed all over the world right now. All over the world. Because ISIS just went to a wedding and killed 30 people last night. And 90 others were wounded at a wedding. And it ain't gonna stop. And they got people right here in America waiting to catch us slipping doing the same thing. Went to a wedding and killed 30 and wounded 90 last night. They sleep. I'm going, but you ain't gonna take me without a fight. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm one of them preachers. I'm full of prayer. It's time to fight now. Prayer's not gonna save you alone. You can't even go to the beach no more.
That's true. Amen.
The sharks come bite you ankle deep water.
Yeah.
They get stuck in the mud. They want it so bad. Ankle deep. And we still ain't realized that is God. The thing we supposed to be dominant, he turned it against us. Sharks they come in ankle deep water. And people sleeping, they got a sign saying, beware sharks have been seen in this area. And they still get in there. Well, don't go too deep, honey. Ankle deep? That's not deep. Verse 6 say, therefore don't let us sleep. And don't say, I know somebody might be saying, well, I ain't sleep. Yes, it is, depending on what you're doing, how you living. If you're not living for the Lord, you sleep.
That's right.
Because when he comes as a thief in the night, you're not going to be ready because you sleep. If you're not sleeping, you'll be making preparations starting today.
Yes.
If you don't make preparations starting today, you just like everybody else, and you're going to get caught into that melting pot of sin. And when he come back, he's not coming back to rescue you. He coming back to condemn you. When the Bible clearly says that we are the children of the day. Look at verse 7. For they that sleep, sleep in the night. And they that be drunken, are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day, talking about the children of light, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love for a helmet, the hope of salvation. He's not saying, he's not talking about saints don't drink no alcohol. That ain't what he mean by that. That ain't what he mean by that. He said, let us be about our Father's business. That's to take precedent over any business you may have. Taking care of God's business needs to be first. Let us be about our Father's business. And let us not fall into this melting pot of sin as others have fallen. That's what he's talking about. Look at verse 9. For God not appointed unto us wrath, but to obtain salvation of our Lord Jesus Christ. God did not appoint unto us. God don't want to come back to condemn us. That's not what he got in store for us. He want to come back and rescue us. God's plan for his children is to save us, not condemn us. He has a better place prepared for us, and it is not hell. God did not appoint unto us wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Jesus Christ. That's what his will for us is, to obtain salvation through Jesus Christ. Look at verse 10. Who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. Who died for us. Jesus came that we might have life and have it more abundantly. We should be constantly encouraging other believers and building each other up to keep serving Lord and living for him. We should be constantly encouraging other believers and building each other up to keep serving the Lord and living for him. We need to encourage each other, because nobody else going to encourage the saints. We don't encourage each other. Look to your neighbor and say, he going to finish, he going to finish. Look at verse 11, say, comfort yourselves together and edify one another as also you do. We should be encouraging and building each other up. Verse 12 say, and we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord and admonish you. He said, now I'm asking you, this is what I'm closing. This was Paul. He writes to the church of Thessalonica. He's talking to a group of people just like I'm talking about to y'all. He said, now we beseech you, I'm asking you, brothers and sisters, to know people that's among you. Like you should know about the people that's in the church that's serving with you. Know those that labor among you. He's talking about the church right now. He's going to talk about the pastor too, but right now he's talking about know the members. In other words, you know some members that go to the same church you go to and doing stuff they ain't got no business, get away from them. Because they're going to draw you into that same foolishness. He's talking about, that's what he's telling them. Know them which labor among you. Y'all all laboring, right? Well, you should know them that labor among you. Then he talk about the pastor. I know he's talking about the pastor now. Look at the next verse, verse 12. And are over you in what? The Lord. Who over you in the Lord? I am. And admonish you. I'm giving you wise advice. So you need to know your members. You ain't gonna know everybody's business. He talking about they say, but know something about them. Because members talk to each other.
Man, I was down there, Doc. You should have been down there. Man, they had the holes down there, boy.
These how members talk. Come on, yeah. I used to sit out there, but they didn't know I wasn't one of them, so I just listened.
Man, y'all got to come down there on the 5th Friday, man. Them hoes be out there.
Oh, you think hey, come on, I'm gonna help somebody. I just used to sit there. But because I came out of churches that had integrity, I knew these were some devils. But had I went through a crooked church when I first got saved, I'd have been corrupt. But thank God for Pastor Punch and for Pastor Dwayne Sheridan. They taught me the right way. So when I would see brothers talking like that, and they married.
Man, they got the hoes over there, man. We gonna go out there next weekend too, Doc.
I would say no. I said, man, what kind of brother up there? Serve communion and all that kind of stuff. Know them that I'm telling y'all so y'all know. I ain't saying you got people like that. When you see them, if you try to pray for them and they don't want to listen, just stay away from them. Don't sit by them no more. I wouldn't even sit by them. I go sit way at the back. And one of the guys, I ain't gonna say his name, but he wasn't a deacon, but he was sort of like a deacon. And he said one of the brothers told him, because soon he got out of church, he called the brother talking about, where we hanging out today? And the man said, man, I ain't hanging out with you no more. He said, why? He said, you the biggest hypocrite in the church. He said that what made him stop doing that. He told us as young preacher why he stopped doing that. He said the man that he used to hang with them, told him he was scared of. So you go to church every Sunday looking for all the women when you get out of church. And the man came and encouraged us and said that's why he changed, because his own friend had to shake his, because he wouldn't listen to what the pastor said, so his own friend had to tell him, man, you go to church every Sunday. We don't play with God like you, Doc. And he stopped doing it too, and he came and told us. So he stopped doing that because of what his friend told him. It had nothing to do with the pastor. So know those that labor among you. When you see people doing stuff they ain't got no business, don't call nobody and talk about it. Try to get them to do right.
Yeah, that's right.
Then now you talk about the preacher say, and are over you in the Lord. Now this is what I mean by over you in the Lord. If you go to a church and the pastor teaching, he should be able to do just what I'm doing, show you in the Bible. Don't just take it word. Beware when you go to church, the Bible always closed.
Amen.
Bible always closed. Just walking up and down the floor. Yeah, what he said may be scripture based, some of it. But you make sure everything he's telling you to do for you and your family, that he doing it also, and also that is in God's word, and that that's what God would have you to do. Verse 13 says, I'm closing, last verse. And esteem them highly, talking about the pastor, esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake. In other words, y'all supposed to encourage me too. Because preaching to people that don't want to be saved, God gave me an example of what it's like. And when I give y'all the example, we close, and y'all don't know what I'm talking about. How many of y'all ever been to the rodeo? And you see them little children trying to catch them sheep? That's what it's like trying to... for the preacher preaching on Sunday. You see them little children trying to catch them sheep? And even if they catch them, they can't get them down. They struggling. They them little kids. I used to love when they get out there, turn all them kids, and they turn them little sheep loose, and them kids be running with their little rope. They supposed to tie the sheep up. And that's what it's like when the pastor preaches. You get 1, 3 get away. You get 2, 5 get away. You can't. You tired. He said, pray for the pastors. For they look what he said. Not for he said, look for his work's sake. It's not easy preaching to people that don't want. It's easy to preach to people that want to be taught. Right. Y'all gonna come on in. But what about the ones that don't want it? Right. I gotta love them, and when they come, I gotta love them the same. I can't. My love for you can't be greater because you come all the time. It gotta be this. But that's what his vision at. Them kids trying to catch them little sheep, and them sheep don't want to be caught. No. They want to run. And them kids want that ribbon and that trophy, so they want to catch it. Right. And they don't want to be caught, but they want to catch it. Give the Lord a hand clap of praise. Saints, beware. I hope